Now Neesmith. Little pull-up jumper, left it short.
Is that a flagrant? He's out. He may be out. Oh no, he's done. So Bryant was getting ready to get up and go after him. And they're trying to make sure Pacer players stay on the bench because you can't go out if there's any kind of potential altercation. But Beef's
he's got to be done
Bryant.
when he's got to be done. I mean, there's no way you can keep him on the floor.
You see, coming up. Yeah, that's a flagrant. He's going to get all kind of fines. He'll get a fine for that, too.
Yeah, there's no play for that.
Excuse me a second. That's a flagrant 2. I'm telling you, a flagrant 2, and he's got to get fined because he hit him above the shoulder. Sorry, partner.
Yeah. I mean, he had 1 in 10. I mean, you can't judge intent.
Yeah, but he was going to hit him. There's no question about that. But he get it above the shoulders. At that point, if that's not a flagrant 2, I'd be shocked. There's a flagrant 2. I mean, there's no basketball play being made there. When people keep going off about it, there's just no question about it. It is a good hard foul, but it's not a basketball play.
Tyler Ford was quick to get over there, the lead official, and he was sending Isaiah Stewart to the bench.
Well, after that, what you were about to see was Bryant was about to get up and get after him, and his teammates came and held him down. I think Tyler Ford just said, I'm reading lips. I'm not good at that. But I'm thinking flagrant 2.
Yeah.
I just don't know how. There's no place in basketball for that. That's not basketball.
All right, we'll hear from Tyler Ford. Now he gets a word with Suyash Mehta, and he's going to put the headset back on.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Watch that. Yeah. He needs a little anger management. Seriously, he needs anger management.
So Tyler Ford now. Let's hear from Tyler Ford.
He's trying to tell everybody to be.
After review, there is wind up through.
Bye-bye.
It's not basketball.
Bye-bye.
24 on the shot clock.
So Thomas Bryant, and now it escalates from what we saw 2 weeks ago.
Giving him the old thumbs up, thumbs out of here.
This is the 4th and final meeting of the year between Pacers and.
Ron Holland was a really good high school player. Good fit.
Reed turned the corner and is fouled by Holland.
Man, oh, come on now.
Stevens. Big time brawl now in the front row.
You gotta stay.
It's going to take a lot to break this up.
You gotta stay out of the crowd. This is not good.
This has been building on the last handful of possessions. Nas Reed had taken exception to Holland and was wagging a finger in his face. This crowd who braved the cold and the snow on its feet applauding the intensity. The Timberwolves finally showing some fight in this ball game. And the officials are going to have a lot to look at as you look at DiVincenzo's neck.
The coaches are getting into it. The coaches are literally fighting with each other now, too. J.B. Bickerstaff getting into it with Pablo Prigioni. I mean, this is ridiculous. And they're both wearing black, so you can't tell who is who.
Who's right?
I don't think I've ever seen that before, Michael. I don't think I've ever seen a big melee like this and then have the coaches both getting into fights as well. This is crazy. Ron Holland was an instigator too. Like, he was really hot. You're right. These referees are going to have a lot to sort out. This is going to take a while.
Can you see the scratch on the neck?
The Piston coaches didn't help the situation at all, in my estimation. They all came running over there.
And so, again, just looks like a regular foul by Holland, but Naz Reid.
Play is under review for an altercation.
Wagging his finger. Holland pushing DiVincenzo. And so they get tied up. Oh, look out, cameraman. This is what the officials are looking at right now. This is the angle. And again, Holland trying to discard DiVincenzo. Again, DiVincenzo has been pushed one too many times. So a lot of pushing and shoving there. You see Stewart in the center of it.
Sasser
now in it. Gobert's trying to pull Sasser.
There's way too many coaches, Piston coaches in there. There's too many people in here. J.B. Bickerstaff is in there. Vitaly Potapico, who's a big guy. This is just unreal.
And a lot going on here. And this continued well after this. You see Reid there held back by Prigioni. And our guy Pierre and Tony Adams. And it's still not done yet as they continue, Jim, as you pointed out. You see all the black shirts? Like, some of these are Wolves assistants, some of these are Pistons assistants.
They're trying to, Pablo is trying to get Isaiah Stewart calmed down, and then coaches started pushing each other too.
No.
You're not going to punk Dante, that's for sure. He is a tough guy. He's already proved it already. He's changed this game. He's the one that got Minnesota some backbone in this game with the play that he's had out here. He's too important for... Oh, man. For the Detroit Pistons. Look at the left side. So
left side of your screen
with Isaiah Stewart. He's got the basketball in his hands right there.
Now in the center of your screen, JB's pointing at Pablo Prigioni. Again, I don't know what he was taking exception to. And this kid was right there in the thick of it all. Had the best seat in the house. He's going to be the coolest kid at school tomorrow, as he got a Naz Reid jersey handed to him by Alex Rodriguez.
Replay review. The following players will be issued technical fouls and ejected from the game: Reid, DiVincenzo, Ron Holland, Isaiah Stewart, Sasser. Also, coaches Pablo Prigioni and J.B. Bickerstaff will be ejected from the game as well. The play will resume. Play will resume with the Detroit coaching staff choosing the shooter for the free throws from the Minnesota bench, and there will be one technical foul shot.
Depth a big factor, but they've gotten their defensive swagger back. No question about it, as well as his foul. And a technical foul has been called. Personal foul and a technical. I believe the technical is on Draymond Green. I think that would be a pretty good guess. So Moody with the personal foul.
Free, and it just creates a certain type of joy when you play together and this many guys get an opportunity.
Jaren Jackson, a great block on the initial shot. The foul's called against Williams. And another technical foul. Yeah, the foul's on Vince Williams. Jackson had a clean block. I think that technical was on Steve Kerr. Perhaps. He seems annoyed, so
yeah,
he's a good candidate for it.
I would assume so.
He just apologized for his language to the woman sitting right by the Warrior bench. Now that's a nice man to do that. Was it on Green?
Looks like it. He's headed toward the tunnel.
Yeah.
It looked like it was on Steve Kerr. We really didn't get a good, clear announcement on that tech, but it looks like Draymond Green.
Automatic ejection. 2 technicals on Draymond Green. My mistake. I apologize to Steve Kerr for accusing him of. And that's the stuff.
Picked up full court. Van Vliet by Kamara. Trying to draw the foul. Threw up a wild shot that had no chance of going in. Ahead to Sharp. Got hacked by Thompson.
It's a play that we see Fred make a lot of times, and felt the contact, went into his shot, and referees didn't deem it enough to call the foul, but the contact was absolutely there. He sees the advantage. There's the bump, and that's a shot that Fred gets a lot of.
That's not going to do it. That will not get it done. And Portland bouncing back after getting blown out last night. They're going to get this win. Now Fred Van Vliet was just thrown out of the game.
Fred has got to be careful. Hopefully he didn't make contact with the referee.
Yeah, that's not good.
Hero and Amin Thompson locking up. Oh my goodness.
Gets thrown to the floor. Here come both benches. And now frustration's boiling over. And both teams red hot. Amin Thompson and Tyler Hero went after one another.
Frustration is right. That is 100% frustration. Fred Van Vliet tossed earlier. And then Thompson locked up.
And Ime Udoka was just ejected. I think Ben Sullivan, Rockets' lead assistant coach, may have been ejected. I've never seen this.
I mean, we've seen a whole lot more from the Rockets to be ejected. And
Ime and Ben Sullivan are now going to join Fred Van Vliet.
This altercation reviewed as per rule.
Ben Sullivan and Ime Udoka have both been tossed. Fred was just ejected after the 5-second call. And then
yeah, there's a lot in this tussle.
And then the tussle. And this needs to be adjudicated and worked out. A lot of stuff go on here. So very late, inside of a minute left to play here at Toyota Center. So much going on.
So Amin Thompson locks up with Hero. He tosses Hero, and then I think it's Rozier goes in. So watch Amin Thompson. He points. It's on the bottom. He's walking with Hero. Not sure who says what. He's going to match up here. Let's see what happens. He bumps him, a little bump back, little pull, lock up. That's natural. Tosses him, and then
Rozier got on top of Thompson, and then both benches emptied. Caron Butler got thrown down.
Now you see Jovic still moving around. Highsmith was somewhere in there. And the question is, the referees are going to look at, were guys flying in to incite more, or were they trying to pull these guys apart? And you see Amin Thompson, they lock up. There's the toss. Yeah, that was Rozier who dives in after Amin Thompson now.
Somebody threw something in the vicinity of the Heat bench too. Probably from the stands. Have no idea where that came from, obviously, because it was off camera there.
No Rocket players leave the bench or go over Jeff Green standing.
Another angle. Threw him down. Jovic. Rozier coming in there. There's Highsmith.
I think Highsmith and Şengün, they're pulling people out of there. And I think Jalen Green went to jump on Rozier to keep him from Amin Thompson, who was on the floor at that point.
And then ultimately, after all of that, both Ime Udoka and Ben Sullivan were tossed from the game.
After review, it has been determined that for Houston, Thompson has been ejected, as well as Green, as well as Coach Udoka, as well as Coach Sullivan. Miami, both Hero and Rozier will be ejected. Miami will shoot 2 free throws, and they will begin play with Miami on the sideline. Okay? Let's go.
All right. So Jalen Green, Amin Thompson, we already told you.
Two-man game. PC finding Giannis. Looking for him. Gets thrown down.
Guess who?
These two have a history. Isaiah Stewart and Giannis on this very floor, as a matter of fact.
He just grabs the jersey, snatches him down. Not a basketball player at all. Excessive, I would think. Flagrant 2 might be warranted on a play like that.
Remember, he was 2 years ago even, he had that 2-game suspension from the league with the altercation with LeBron.
Yeah, but watch the yank down. Aggressive yank down while he's airborne.
The previous foul on Stewart is under review to see if it meets the criteria for a flagrant foul.
No, without question, it's a flagrant. I think it's, you know, if there ever was a definition, an example of that definition, especially Giannis's status in this game, I mean, that's dangerous.
After review, the defensive foul on Stewart with the unnecessary and excessive pull to the jersey on Giannis with potential for injury to an airborne player. Therefore, the penalty has been upgraded to a flagrant foul penalty 2. Isaiah Stewart is ejected. Giannis will shoot 2 free throws and walk away and bound the ball with 24 on the shot clock. Thank you.